What up, Grid Squad? It's your boy Juggernaut 08 coming at you live. Let's talk about this season, folks. You know your boys, the Denver Broncos in the grid. We're looking real whack right now, fellas. I mean, real bad. All right, we're 3-5. We maybe should be somewhere around 500, and that's at best. We've let a few games get away from us. We've let a few games that we shouldn't even won be the games we win. I mean, what's going on? I mean, first and foremost, let me give a quick shout out to all the admins in Grid. You know, they put a lot of pressure on us to get our job done, and we do it. They give us a lot of hope on making it to that next level. But while Grid's our home, we all got to hold the fort down. Now, when it comes down to my season, oh gosh, help me. I mean, I'm looking just like my Giants in real life right now. Except for I got a couple more wins. My offense is terrible. I lost my quarterback to start the preseason. I mean, he went out 7 weeks on the first snap. I mean, what could I do after that? I had a couple backups come in. They played decent. We played a couple scrubs. They played worse. I didn't know who to go to. In this year's draft, we brought in a receiver, a nice little receiver. He got hurt in the first preseason game. He just got back. The kid's a blazer, but it's not like we didn't have decent receivers there already. I mean, Demaryius Thomas. I mean, Sanders. We got some dogs. It's just like they don't got no balls no more. They're not catching nothing. Everybody's dropping everything. It's rough out here, people. But let's just look into some of these numbers here. Currently, the Broncos, we're second worst in the league when it comes to offense. How? I've never been that bad at offense. We can't block. My quarterback runs for his life. I mean, we don't throw as many interceptions as we should because of the fact that we have so much pressure on us. But this offensive line ain't helping nothing. Can't blame that on them. We got to be able to run the ball. I got 3 solid running backs. None are getting any push, though. Most of my runs end up in the backfield. We're kind of sorry, people. And that's all on me. You know, that's all on the coach. I got to look at a different scheme. I got to bring in some more players. Do whatever it takes to get to the top. A lot of people forget that the grid, not only are you working on your way up to get to the NBL, which is the top of the chart, top of the food chain, but you're also trying to get yourself better as a Madden player and as a community member. You can't beat that. Now, I want to look at it like this, folks. Defensively, we're solid. I don't see a lot of you guys doing that much damage to us. People have scored a lot of points on us before. This season, I'm not sure if we've given up that much. But I feel like this defense is one of the hardest hitting defenses in the league. The stats may prove that we get at least 2 to 3 fumbles a game coming out of people's top running backs. You know, we're one of those defenses that's hungry, but we stay on the field too long. I mean, we got guys like Ron Miller. He's going to do his job. We got those demons at corner. They're going to do their job. But if they're out there forever, how are we supposed to stop anybody? I mean, stamina kicks in. I understand the offenses also have to do their thing against us. But here's the thing. When we stop you on a long, tiresome drive and then turn around and give it right back to you on a 3 and out, your offense is figuring it out. I mean, there's only so many different ways I can scheme or I can hide a coverage and change things up to make you guys have to do something for me. Let's be honest, people. Do you guys know the Broncos, the Denver Broncos right now on the grid, we may have the highest scoring defense. We score more on defense than we have on offense. It's crazy. It's crazy. I got more pick sixes than I have touchdown throws. I got more fumble scoops than I have touchdown runs. It's a rough rough year for me right now, people. If I ever get it together, you guys are in trouble. I'm gonna say that again. If I ever get it together, if I can get this offensive line blocking, if I can get this run game with a little push, I don't really need to pass that good. Just give me a couple things here and there where I got an option. People are in trouble. There's some guys who played me last year in grid that did very well. There's guys who played me 2 years ago in BL that did pretty decent. Those guys will tell you, Joe's not that bad. Then there's some that'll tell you, hey, you know what? I think I got his number. These new guys. I think I can beat him. I know I got him. Well, you know what? I got something for them too. Either next year's draft, some free agency, whatever, something's going to change because this team ain't that bad. Defensively, they come strong stocked. Offensively, all they need is a quarterback. I tried to address that issue in this year's draft. By the time my pick came up, there was no more quarterbacks left. And we went for one. He was terrible. I mean, he's on the practice squad right now. It's real bad. But, we had to go for offensive line in that first pick. We went and got one of those guys. He was tough. He's barely hanging in there, fighting for a backup spot now. We can't hold on to people who aren't producing. If you're not producing in Denver, you're out of there. That's how we do it. When it comes down to our defense, I think our defense can be. It's definitely playoff worthy. Is it Super Bowl worthy? Maybe. There's some guys out there with, I'd say, defense that are comparable, maybe a little bit better. But what I'll put it out there is this. Denver Broncos defense is no joke. Denver Broncos offense. I mean, we're clowns out there. And not the clowns I like. We're not Pennywise. We're not Homie the Clown. We're none of them. We're not threatening to nobody. We're them clowns you push over. I mean, Wonka, we're terrible. If we can ever change that around, fellas, it's going to be beautiful. AFC West is there. It's not like the rest of the AFC West is bad. There's some good teams in there. We should be respected as a division. But honestly, I feel like we could win it. With our defense in a stable offense, we could win it. I made worse offenses look better than this. I mean, when I was in the NBL, I had the Dolphins looking something serious for a minute. Slaughterhouse, all them boys. I don't even got a name for this team. I mean, Clown Show. I mean, we orange and blue. I mean, that was with the theme. I thought I had something. But, no. No, not at all. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to work. I'm going to try to out-scheme you guys. I'm going to try to outplay you guys. There's a lot of guys with better stick. But then there are also guys who just, they're not schemers. They haven't figured that part of the game out yet. And that's the only chance I got. That's the only way I'm getting wins. That and just lady luck. Some days I run for 150 yards and it's just like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Then the next game I run for like 30 yards. 30 on like 25 tries. I mean, we're getting hit as the quarterback hands the ball off. The offensive line is bad. And they're not rated that bad. That's what's crazy to me. Well, fellas, let's just say it like this. We're 3-5. Let me check and make sure I give you guys an accurate standing on where we're at in our division, because we're not in the playoff race at all. Though I would love to be. We are last in the division, 3-5. But we're also tied with, depends on if Kansas City wins. Depends on if the Broncos win. Not the Broncos, the Raiders win. We're tied in second. Okay, the AFC West may not be that great. The Chargers are 5-3. They should be respected. They're tough. Joey Bosa and the boys don't play. They don't play. I still think we got a better defense though, but they don't play. If the Broncos can turn it around, fellas, you guys may hear from me a little bit more often. I may go buy me a Bronco hat. But until then, we're gonna work. All right, Grid. I mean, we're gonna work. We're gonna try. And I mean, every time you see me, what you gotta say? Grid Squad. Every time. I'll see y'all in the chat.